Okay, we're going to talk about finding the sweet spot. And first, let me start at the beginning and try to demonstrate what we're using because, to be honest with you, it's hard for me to teach this because I automatically do what I'm trying to teach you. So I don't start from an objective point of view. It ends up being theatrical when I try to teach it. So in order to teach it, what I want to do is show you what we're doing and what we're looking for and how we use it. And then we'll try together to find the sweet spot on this knife that I have not found. And because of this is a 12-inch scimitar. They're spelled different ways with the C, with an S, CH, SCH, depending upon your culture. It's a curved knife that's used for cutting meat generally. And because of the curved shape of the blade, a lot of flat but a serious curve, I love to use the word, it presents a clamping challenge because the angle here and the angle there is the same because of the device sets the angle, but the knife, how it's clamped, sees that angle placed upon it differently. And we will see a different bevel height. And because the height here is below the height there, and we set the angle in the center of the knife, then because of the height difference, it's set with the stone up here, but the stone is hitting the knife lower down, so that incidental angle changes. We're setting the stone to hit the knife up here, but we're hitting it after that point on the follow off in the sharpening stroke. The angle is set up here. The angle is not set down there. When the tip falls below where the angle is set, the angle will be applied differently. How much differently? It doesn't really matter. It matters to those of us who choose to use guided sharpeners because they give us that control. Now it's up to us to learn how to utilize that control, and to utilize it, we have to do things like learn how to clamp a knife to balance it. I keep going like this because it's a balancing act. It's around a fulcrum. The clamp is your fulcrum. Where you clamp it, I'm checking the time. We have two things going on. That stone, I don't want to cut myself with this one, so I'll move it. The design of the device, the physics is charted and it has been studied where along this arc of rotation that the sharpening stone can make as it crosses a level line. There's places where the angle matches perfectly, and as you get off on either side, the angle matching deteriorates. So in order to match the angle best, we move the places that need that angle to match closer to the clamp center, or further away when it's less important. But then you have the length of the knife to consider, and the balancing of the guide rods, and the length of the guide rods and the stone. All this gets considered the more experience you gain. You're starting with the practice knife and you're coming up to this. But that's what this process is about, so that when you get to here, you understand what to do. And this difficult knife is the best way to demonstrate this, because it's hard to demonstrate it on an easy knife. But I will demonstrate with this what skill set we're trying to achieve, we're trying to learn in order to get to the point to use this. And that's where I'm going to stop here and we're going to look at that in the next videos. Thanks.